This is Jeremiah Hill. Super, super shifty with it, super talented, smooth jumper. This man can absolutely get busy when he needs to, but that is not what makes him a special player. This is the first possession of the game. He makes passes like this all the time, makes the right read at the right time.
You can tell people love playing with him. He's one of those guys that when it gets tough, you want him to be around, but when it's going incredibly well, you want him around even more because he's loud, he's vocal, he's smiling, he's happy, he's dancing around, he makes
Yes.
everybody happier. And so that's basically what Hill brings to the team, besides of his obvious basketball talent. One of the big things with him is that he trusts us.
That's the voice of Roland Nyama, one of Jeremiah Hill's teammates on the Cameroon national team who was battling to qualify for the Olympics. And he provides some great insight into why Jeremiah Hill is a great basketball player. Let's get back to the clips.
You can easily, as like the token great basketball guy on the team, you can easily come in there and take 25 shots. But his thing is, and that's what he told us the first time we played together in Egypt. He said, if you guys are open, I will get you the ball. I will make your life easy. Don't worry about nothing else but making
Yeah.
shots and making the right basketball play. You don't have to dribble 15 times. You don't have to ISO. Whatever you need to do on your team, I will help you get easy shots.
He gets after it on defense too. Watch him poke the ball away, keep it alive right here by diving on the floor, and his teammate's going to go clean it up. His effort on the defensive end means his teammates run hard for him because they know they're going to get the ball, and his bigs set better screens for him so they can get open, and he'll give them the rock.
He leads by example. So the clip before that, you saw him poke the ball loose and then dive on the floor. If he is not doing that, if he's not doing that consistently, if he's not playing his absolute ass off the entire time, guys are not willing to die for him. But people are really willing to protect him. If he gets maybe screened with an illegal screen, people are retaliating for him because we know how much value he brings to the team, and we also know that he makes everybody's lives a lot easier.
Great little play from Brazil right here. Point guard is going to recognize that this guy doesn't see the basketball at all, and he is going to pass this right in there, just enough space for the catch and finish. Now, watch Mr. Hill right here. He's going to move this ball up early. You see this little pass right here? Defense has to load, allows them to set this next action up. So, just that simple pass allows for this simple, simple read out of the pick and roll. And like I said earlier, because he gives it up, guys run hard for him, and he makes plays like this. And he was cooking in this quarter. And basketball's a rhythm game, so he's not even going to hesitate. Find his feet, let it fly, knock it down. What a way to end the first quarter. And this was a big game, too. This was the Olympic qualifier. So whoever wins this game between Cameroon and Brazil is going to the Olympics. Okay, I'm going to go on a little rant. The closest experience you can get to playing in an actual basketball game is watching yourself play, hands down, because it's like basically a full extra mental repetition of the game. So you immerse yourself in that experience and you will automatically connect what you felt and what you saw on the court to what you're seeing on the screen. And you'll be shocked. Oh, I didn't realize that guy was open. Oh, I didn't realize I could punch that gap right there. Oh, I didn't realize I looked like I wasn't running back hard. Those little details, all those things that you'll pick up, yes, you'll just pick up on them naturally. And I know it sucks to watch yourself turn the ball over. But you know what? If you watch yourself play enough, you'll quickly realize nobody's perfect. There's no perfect. Everybody turns the ball over. Everybody makes mistakes on defense. Coaches value guys who play through those mistakes and who don't make those mistakes twice. You make the adjustment in the moment in the game. But that's we're 3 steps ahead of. The important thing is that you watch yourself play. Not only will you increase your focus, you'll increase your confidence, but it's worth your time. Is it always fun? No, it sucks to watch yourself turn the ball over. But that doesn't mean you can't make it a fun experience. If you make a good play, go back, watch it multiple times. Yeah, enjoy it. That's part of the experience. And the other thing is sitting down and actually watching those games on your own is so much more conducive to learning this game. Because scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Reels, watching shorts, yes, there's good basketball information out there. I'm not going to say that there isn't. But that environment, if you scroll through your phone for even 15 minutes, can you tell me what you watched in the first three? Or even a half an hour later, can I go back? Hey, what'd you watch on those reels? Can you even tell me? No, because it's just, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. it's not conducive to learning. Where if you take the time to do the immersive experience of replaying the game, re-entering that mental space that you felt while you were on the court in a controlled environment, but in hey, you're sitting there and you're going, how can I get better at this game? That will get you better. It's without a doubt. There's no doubt about it. So make sure you watch your own game. All right, let's get back to the clips.
He will always give you something if his shot is off, if his offense is off, by being vocally there, by swinging the ball, by sharing the ball, by making the right plays, and he will always impact the game in some way, shape, or form.
Well, even like this, and he doesn't even touch the ball here, but he just points at this guy. He goes, "Hey, attack him!"
Hmm.
This poor guy.
Oh
It
my
was
God,
just,
he'll get so mad at us for not being aggressive. He'll
yeah,
get mad at us for not taking open shots or whatnot. He wants everybody to eat.
yeah, and like he makes one pass in this possession. But what I notice is, yeah, he has the mismatch where if it's like a your turn, my turn team,
Hmm.
25 is putting this thing up. Like he's
Yeah.
going to score. He doesn't care. But since you guys have this culture and you just share the ball, he goes into the paint, sees the big man, 51, sitting right there. He goes, easy pass, extra
Yep.
pass, and the ball gets right back to him. So
Back boomerang action.
he
Go.
doesn't feel like it's the only time he's going to touch the ball and it's the only opportunity he has to
Hmm.
score, which is
But
huge.
then that makes guys play so much harder on defense than on offense.
He smelled some blood. He said, I got the old man checking me." Everyone respects his space, which is huge. Which is huge. I mean, just look at this. Nobody's trying to
Hmm.
go post up. Nobody's trying to do any of that. But that goes back to the possession that we just watched, where he wants the other guy to go against the mismatch,
Hmm.
and everybody else respected that space. So now everybody else respects this space. And we talked about the offensive rebounding earlier. I mean,
Hmm.
you guys are going like crazy.
Yeah, it goes back to the whole trust thing, and also if you have Marcelo Huertas on the offensive side, trying to kill you with pick and rolls and mid-range jumpers, you have to kind of make him tired in some way, shape, or form.
But and these were
Uh,
the type of shots that we were talking about earlier, which like
mhm.
I don't think anybody would really have a problem with just because of how hot he was this game. But
Yeah.
like the other reason why nobody really has a problem with it, like look at you guys are all going to rebound. There's no real bad body language about like,
Hmm.
oh, that's just a terrible shot. You know, there's like what there's none of that. But that goes back to the culture and what he brings to the team and everything. And I think
Hmm.
that is so everybody wants to take and make the kind of shots like these ones right here, but not everybody is willing to do everything else that is necessary to gain the trust from your teammates to take these kind of shots.
Yeah, but he definitely does that, and we've talked about it. This extends beyond the basketball court.
Now a little showtime right here for Mr. Hill, and I just want to show you guys something on the replay that I thought was funny. They cut to the coach. That's a normal reaction. But watch this guy right here. Get you a teammate like that. Love that reaction. Now he was killing in the first half. So in the second half, Brazil obviously was trapping him, wanted to get the ball out of the hands, and he consistently made the right play, finding the short roll, and then from there, his team was able to do some damage.
You see how Hill first goes under the screen,
Yep.
the first one because it's high. Boom. We have two men side there, but Mendel is in the corner. He's like a great shooter, and then we just scramble. We just try to scramble, 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 and Hill is there. He if I would have gotten beat baseline there,
He's huge. This is huge.
and he's there immediately. Bop,
He's
but he sees I can cover. He sees I can cover, and Mendel sees bodies, and then he goes back to his matchup
yeah.
because the shot clock is expiring.
And
So
this is after the peel switch too, which I
yeah.
think is crazy because he's like, okay, I'm guarding a 5 man. Most guys would be like, if I'm a guard guarding a 5 man, I gotta like be physical and body him, and like I have no help responsibility because it's a
Mhm.
guard. How is he going to be a rim protector really? But he just positions himself so this pass is impossible right here,
Right.
and then he immediately recognizes he's got to help,
Hmm.
and then he gets back. I mean, that's without like putting I think everybody has this perception of defense like the effort that you put on this closeout and locking up Benite on this is incredible, but the positioning of Hill without the
Hmm.
same amount of effort is super valuable as well.
100%. And that's what I mean. He on defense, he's super cerebral, and his intelligence of reading situations helps him a lot there. So he doesn't always have to run 100 miles per hour. He can just position himself, and then when he needs to run 100 miles an hour, he's there.
I like they attacked him. Mendel was really going at him. I thought this was funny by you. I don't know what you're doing out there.
What did I do?
You're playing volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, just Olympic qualifiers. Just getting my reps
Yeah,
in.
I mean, it's at the end of the game, basketball is a game, right? At the
Right.
end of the day, basketball is a game, and you kind of it. I mean, it's super serious and whatnot, but if you can find little moments of goofiness around you to kind of eliminate that fear of making mistakes or whatnot, that's what
Yeah.
always helps me.
Yeah. And this is I put this clip in here because this just shows kind of like how basketball, like especially with offensive rebounding, can just not go your way sometimes. Because if you go
Yeah.
back and you watch this rebound right here, like the fact that
Oh
it
yeah.
somehow touched the rim a
Double
second
bump.
time is the only
Yeah.
reason you guys didn't get a stop in this possession.
Yeah. And then he makes that long three.
Makes yeah, super
Who
long
was
three.
that? Was that Yago?
That was Iago, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love plays like this. He knows his big man's going to run the floor hard. That's going to suck in the defense and free up this guy on the wing. He's going to buy some time, find the pass on the wing. And if you're willing to make these simple plays, your team will share the ball too. This is going to seem like a super simple play, but this pass is actually exceptional when you see how much defense is around and how on time and on target it is. Now, this is Marcelino Huertas. If you don't know, he's pushing 40 years old. He's an absolute legend of the game, was actually the MVP of the Champions League. I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before, but at 40, MVP as a point guard. Like he kills. And watch this little shimmy, one-handed bounce pass, on time, on target to a shooter. Beautiful play. We mentioned the pressure early. Now he's not even going to dribble, still find the short roll, and we'll go back. I'll explain what's going on here, but I just want to let this one play first. So a couple quick things. Handles the pressure. I love how he doesn't try to over dribble. Just handles the physicality, finds the short roll. One of the most common concepts off a short roll is cutting this corner guy and having the wing guy fill down. Very good execution. Very good timing from the corner cut. And on this pass, now it's a one-on-one situation with space, and he uses two dribbles. If you use one dribble, sometimes you can get bumped off your line. If you use three dribbles, sometimes extra hands will get in there and steal the basketball. Two dribbles is a sweet spot because it's not over dribbling and it gives you tons of options to finish. Yeah, not perfect defense at the end of the game. I thought this was a early anticipated switch on three that shouldn't have been.
Hmm.
He tries to pass it
Oh
off
yeah,
and
he tries to triple switch, but he didn't really roll, and now Jordy is in a bad position.
yep, and then so like look at where the guy who actually ends up contesting Yago starts. He's under the
Yeah,
basket, which is crazy.
but
And
it
then
worked out, I guess.
well,
Did
they
we
get a
get the
foul
ball?
here. No, they get a
Oh
foul.
wow,
They get a foul. It's craziness. You tell me.
it's a 50-50.
Makes two free throws, and then this is like real confidence right here to me. This is where I see like real confidence in players, and I think every player can learn from it. You guys are going to run the most simple play in the world, just Spain. You don't run. This is what I love.
Oh,
You don't
this
run
was Spain pick and roll.
any action to get into it. No fluff action, no movement. It's like we're going to run Spain. You guys have to defend it, and Brazil still finds a
Right,
way to like mess it up. Catch
right.
and shoot, and then watch this right here.
That could have easily been two for a dollar. That could have
Boom.
easily been a and one too. The first shot,
Right.
if Hill flops a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah, but you can't. So here's a funny story. Whenever we have FIBA windows, some of us bring our PlayStations or whatnot, and I had this game, 2K Topspin. So we played tennis, and Hill just learned the game, and by the end of the night, he was frying everybody on that game. And that just shows that he's so quick to adapt, and he has an innate curiosity about learning new things, but he also has this, and it goes back to what you just said. He has this confidence that he'll be all right, even if he makes a mistake, even if he misses a shot, and you see that he misses a shot here, gets the ball back for a two for a dollar, swishes it. Probably biggest shot in Cameroon history, basketball history.
And
Mhm.
I think this is like the confidence in the team that you show because he's going to get the switch and he's going to pull this, and it's not going to be. I think it's a good shot just because of the situation. You run the clock all the way down, and it's like make or miss the shot. Like this is what basketball is in today's day and age, and that's a clean look.
Oh God. Yeah.
That's the game right there. But that
Yeah.
goes back to everything, and that's probably the biggest rebound in Cameroon basketball history
Right.
because that just clinched the game for you guys. And
Hmm.
but it goes back to everything else that we talked about, which is the culture, the person he is off the court. He's allowed to take those shots, and nobody's going to sit there and complain. Everybody's going to go and fight for this rebound and end up with the ball, and you guys ended up winning the game. Now, I need to break the fourth wall a little bit because I know I'm showing you clips and I'm breaking them down, and it kind of goes against what I said earlier about watching the full games, but you have to understand the format that we're in right now. This is YouTube. When you watch your own games, that's like for you. You are taking the time to take care of yourself. And this is supposed to be an entertaining format. So that's what I do. I hope you learn some things. I hope you pick up some things, but you have to understand the context. There is no substitute for watching yourself play and watching your own games. It is an incredibly powerful tool. It is a skill. And if you're interested in that, I can help you learn how to do it, and I can teach you how to do it way more effectively than you're doing it right now. I can almost guarantee I can show you things of ways to manipulate this game that you haven't even thought about yet. If you're interested in that, you can check out the link below. All right, let's get back to the clips. All right, so let's put the same player in a different context now with his team that he's currently playing for, Elan. They're going to go on a huge run here against Porto. This foul on the three-pointer is going to be what starts it off. And one thing I just want you to notice in these clips is how early and how easy he gives it up. And that is just contagious. His team runs hard for him and he makes them pay. Now, obviously, I have to point this out. He has such a high usage rate on offense that on defense, his coach oftentimes puts him in the corner, but he still communicates. He's shouting, calling out this screen, even though he's not involved. Now, whether or not this is an offensive foul on the screen, I don't really think it is, but it gets called. So now they got the momentum on their side, and this is where he's just going to play simple and go to work. I say that and look at this pass. I say he's going to play simple, but he's going to make about 3 or 4 drives to the right now, and you see that type of passing is just contagious, and you back that up with solid offensive rebounding, your team becomes very dangerous. So in the Cameroon game, he lit the world on fire. Right here, we're going to see him just be aggressive, him just be the catalyst behind his team. 14 seconds on the shot clock. They find him with the basketball. He's earned the right to like calm them down and get them into the offense. And he's also earned the right to take some not so great shots like this, but nobody's pouting. They're going to get the offensive rebound and they end up with a foul. So now they have all the momentum on their side. Hill knows it. He's going to keep pushing his agenda. Gets to the foul line again. Now it's a 14-point game. Porto called timeout. Picking up full court. But the real MVP of this play is right here. Number 6 for White with the yellow shoes. He's going to completely shut down their ATO by denying this entry pass. That's going to screw up whatever plan that they had. So they're going to set this super high screen. Hill's going to go under, and then he's going to go over on the rescreen, and Yellow Shoes gets into play to take the charge. Fantastic. So now they got all the momentum. Let's see what kind of decisions they make right now. Okay, he's going to keep driving to the right, keep forcing the issue, gives it up early, mid-range jump shot. Maybe not the best shot, but guess what? Offensive rebound. And this is what makes them a great team. And this is the Jeremiah Hill impact. They immediately find the mismatch. Okay, but watch. This is the most important part. Hill's going to go in the corner. This guy's going to cut right down the middle for the layup. They don't stop moving and they share the basketball. And right here to cap this all off, Mr. Hill's going to find himself in a mismatch. He's going to strip the ball. Then he's going to get the steal. And now watch him get in his bag right here. Okay. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, head up, pass across the floor, extra pass, 3-pointer in the corner. That gives them a 17-point lead, and they would go on to win the game. Look up, share the rock. That stuff matters. That stuff is contagious. That gets your teammates looking for you and getting open for you. And that's how you win basketball games.